We live, baby. We live. Hold on. Let me sip my drink. Let me. How y'all doing tonight, man? How y'all doing tonight? Mic check, mic check. We should be good. And we in there like somewhere. Cause it took about 20 centuries to hop on the live. We made it. We made it.
Grown man stuff to take care of, brother.
We made it.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good. We here. Live and in the flesh. Garage Talk is in full effect. Um, this is the first episode. Last time we just playing with some stuff, but this is it. This is official, cuz we didn't made it, man. We didn't. People don't know, and I mean, not that they would, but I mean, we done had a lot of conversations about
Yep.
this. You know what I'm saying, a
Wow.
lot of conversations. Um, a lot of research, a lot of behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying, trying to figure out how we do this. But, at the end of the day, like you said, it all comes down to execution.
Gotta start, brother.
Gotta start. You know what I'm saying? And being former athletes as we are, and for the athletes out there and understand execution, man. You can do all the practice you want, but when it comes to the game, you got to execute.
Gotta make some plays, man.
Gotta make the plays, which
Whether,
Colorado did not do
whether it's
tonight.
sending a pick, blocking, reading the ball, reading the blitz, whatever it is, reading a certain coverage, you gotta understand that and execute.
And I mean that go for basketball and football.
Yep. All the sports, man.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
you gotta execute,
You have to execute.
man.
Execution is a part of the
It's a
game.
must. It's
No
a must.
matter what game that you
No
playing,
matter what.
execution is yeah. Most definitely. Mm. I'm gonna tell you this. I got a little scared though with that Colorado game because I built a 5 leg parlay. We'll get to that in the money talk, but I'm gonna insert it here. So I built a 5 leg parlay on the bowl games, right? And going into the Colorado game, um, I had I had three in the green and one L. So I was cashing, but it was just how much.
Mm.
And that last one was a Travis Hunter anytime touchdown. So of course, going into halftime, I'm like, bruh, ain't no way Vegas done pulled this one. There's no way Vegas done pulled. There's no way this nigga's not go. He can't not score a touchdown. I mean,
The
it's
Heisman
Travis
win. How
Hunter.
you like the Heisman winner get a shine, man? That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
That makes sense.
And just because at the time I wasn't really watching the game,
Right.
I was just just keeping up with the scores and all that. And I'm looking, I'm like, I'm checking sleeper. I'm like, bruh, this thing ain't scored. And then I look, and they ain't scored nothing. They had the goose egg. I'm like, bruh.
I'm shocked, man. I really thought they were gonna come out um, faster, a lot more passion, a lot more fire. But I mean, I didn't, I didn't see that tonight. I didn't feel that. I didn't get that energy from them, so it was hard to watch. Uh,
I told you,
I
them
mean,
boys ready to go to the
shout out to
league.
the defense, though. I mean,
Hey, yeah,
but
and
you
yeah,
can't be out
yeah,
there for so much, for
yeah.
so long.
D
But Uh, Offense looked bad, but I was shocked. But great
That
season,
was
great season. I'm excited for what they got coming uh, for next year, and see how Dion does without his kids there. So um,
I think that's gonna be full circle. You know what I'm saying? Because Dion been coaching Shador all his life.
yeah, so it's
So
like a new chapter.
now
You know what I'm saying? So
he going to the biggest stage without his dad. I mean, I'm granted, I'm pretty sure, it's gonna be constant conversation, but definitely gonna be a different situation for sure. Because that nigga either going to the Giants or the goddamn Raiders. And yeah,
so
it's
if
that's
you had
not a pretty
a parlay,
situation
if you had
either
a
way.
parlay
What's up?
where he would go, him and Travis, right? What would your parlay be where they would go for him and Travis?
Oof,
What
oof.
that would look like, man.
It would. I would have to look at
Let's say, right, if I was to come to your class when you had set your master class up, and I was like, yo, King,
Masterclass.
if you really had to pick, and if you was a GM, like, who would you pick, and where would they go?
Mm,
And
mm.
so, I got to ask the expertise. Where do you
Well, if if I'm a lot of times these these teams that are these lower tier teams that are drafting high,
mm,
you looking for a high caliber player. And in the NFL, a lot of times your high caliber player is going to be at that quarterback position.
mm-hmm,
And I mean, Shador is at the top of the list, of course. But, because I gotta cause some controversy since we on the topic. But don't leave Cam Ward out. Camden came in and he didn't set the season high for Miami quarterbacks this season alone in
yeah,
yards and
that's
touchdowns.
big because they had a lot of classic teams.
A lot, a lot. So, but
They're
I
just dominant, crazy teams back in.
I like Cam,
Yeah,
but I don't think I don't think um people have really dived in to his mindset and his version of the X's and O's the way they've done Shador. Now Shador, he can tell you, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the other. I seen the safety here, linebacker doing this, you know what I'm saying? He's there. He's there. And it's he's shown it, he's talked about it. But on the Cam side, I don't think they've really shown that side of him. So I think that'll probably come out in the combine. His expertise and his version of the X's and
yeah.
O's. I mean, because
He'll definitely get a chance to display his IQ.
yeah, because I mean, you gotta have something to. He threw over I think it was like 4,300 yards and 38 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have some kind of IQ to do that, and then set single season records at one of the most prestigious schools when it comes to college football. Yeah, yeah.
But but the
So,
game is mental. Like I tell people, the game is really mental. I mean, you
mhm.
have all the and just like the execution point that we were making earlier, and like you
Yep,
got
yep.
you here first. You know,
Gotta
that's,
be,
that's the most important
gotta be.
part of your game is your mental, because you're
Yeah,
gonna have points in the game like a play may not go your way. You gotta be able to transition right to the next play and forget about that last play. You know, you
literally.
gotta lock it.
That next play, and that's something that I tell uh a lot of people that call me for advice when it comes to the lanes, because you know I'm a guru. I'm a guru when it comes to the lanes. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all don't know nothing about the Bola
Hey,
Mamba, but it's you got the pen over there somewhere. The pen is over there in the background somewhere.
oh yeah,
We
yeah,
ain't,
it's right there. Matter of fact, I see it right there. Cameron Coco.
the hardware is over there. The
Uh,
hardware is over there. But I'm saying I tell people you gotta have that next frame mentality. Just like, those folks that we watch on Sunday, you know what I'm saying? The next play, same thing on the lanes. You gotta have that next frame mentality. Whether you hit a strike, whether you hit a spare, whether you missed your spare, okay, it's on to the next frame because that's done and over with.
can't take it.
What you gonna
What?
do to, what I'm saying,
Come
get back on track or to stay on track, if you got a string of strikes, things of that sort. So yeah, all of this stuff is full circle, man. It's full circle.
So what?
Sidebar.
What?
Sidebar. What sidebar? When did BYU get like that? Please tell me that. Cause I ain't been
Well,
paying attention.
them boys been like that. Man. Like you said, all they
BYU,
do is pray and go to school. So they
all
watch.
that's all they
So
do. I didn't think they would, what I'm
ain't
saying,
like they
they was
got girls on the campus. I
producing
mean,
at they got NILs out there. The church paying for
I
the
heard
NILs.
they signed the number one high school prospect at basketball. So yeah,
BYU?
man,
What?
yeah, man. So hey, money talks, brother. You already know. Get
BYU?
your money,
Let me find out the Mormons is raising money like that. Let me find out.
but man. You know they got a whole community. Man, come on.
Let me find out. Let me find out. They raising money like that. They get them boys out there.
Yeah, man. Hey, you want to win?
I
That's what they
mean,
was doing, behind the scenes anyway back then, before the NIL stuff come on. They gotta
oh
be
yeah,
real.
yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah,
high
yeah,
school
yeah.
players,
Oh yeah. Boo
Alabama
Boost.
and on top is so strong and dominant. Like a lot of these colleges, come on, like let's be real. You know, it's just now it's legalized now.
And that's what
But
that's what I be telling the old heads, man.
I
Look,
don't feel bad. I really don't feel bad about these players doing what they got to do, get their money going wherever they want to go, transfer where you want to transfer. Play, hey, live your life. If your dream is to play for all of them, Miami, play for all of them. Georgia, hey, that's what you want to do, man. I mean,
yeah, because okay, I'm glad you brought that point up because you look at these situations and you go back to Jane Daniels. He he was good, but he wasn't, what I'm saying, he wasn't at a school. I think he was at Arizona State or something like that. Some y'all correct me, but
yeah, he was.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He wasn't at no
No,
LSU
he wasn't no
that
slouch at Arizona
that
State.
he, what I'm saying, he went to right.
Was
Same thing, and I was getting to the same thing with Cam. Cam was out there on the West Coast,
Watch
what I'm saying, Washington State,
cooking.
what I'm saying, putting up numbers, but what I'm saying, niggas was asleep by the time he came on. Sleep or
Yeah, that
drunk
West
by the time
treacherous, man.
he come on the West Coast. So he wasn't getting no air.
That game come on what
So
10:30. Oh yeah, man, that's tough.
10:30 on a Saturday, bro.
Yeah,
Come
man.
on, bro. I'm either going off the wood foot, you know what I'm saying, or I'm sleep. You know what I'm saying? Just but now, you know what I'm saying, with them jumping in that portal, Jane Daniels going to LSU, having a year that he had that led to the Heisman Trophy.
Heisman heard that. I stand pat.
Cam
Let's give him.
going to Miami, getting that bag, and then having an amazing year that he had. Granted, he, a Heisman Trophy finalist,
That's still big.
and
Still,
still had, what I'm saying, a career year. All this happened in 1 year, jumping in the portal. So, the portal's a game changer, man. The money, all of that stuff, man. Game changer. It's gonna be crazy in the future. Like I can only imagine, you know what I'm saying, even 5 years down the line, the way NILs and all this money and stuff, like it's really going
You're gonna
that
you're gonna see a
balance beam or that teeter
yeah, a lot
totter.
of the culture's about to shift, man, to a new paradigm, and people gotta accept it and be ready for it, and just
Yeah,
put
that's
away.
why that's why Saban left.
If you're smart, you invest in it. You know, like I say, think forward. You always gotta think forward, think ahead. You know, don't
Got
think
you.
emotionally, think ahead.
Yeah,
Think progress.
yeah.
Never think, oh, in my feelings, oh, you know what I'm saying. Always think
And that
progression.
and
How
that
you build. Um,
that's that's what we that's what we gonna do here with Go Rise Talk.
yeah.
We gonna try to help y'all out with that forward thinking, because what we doing is what we already been doing. We just showing y'all. Basically, we just showing y'all, and we gonna continue to do what we do. But that's one of the things, having them that forward thinking. Like, if you not thinking ahead at any point, you know already lost,
Mm.
or
Miss something.
you already step behind.
Miss something. Yeah. Miss something. What's all right? You got us, man. Yeah. So, we got you. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah. We do,
So,
but you gotta take heed. You gotta take heed to the information that we give you. You know what I'm saying? And if you got questions about something, hey, we open books. But don't let that hinder you. Because what we gonna drop is gonna be hot and heavy. Some things gonna be like, because I'm finna drop something on y'all in here in a little bit. But you know,
oh,
I
that's
was li-
good, man. You know, why not wait?
uh,
Let's just jump right
hold
to
on,
it.
hold on. I'm gonna get to it. But I was listening. I found this dude on YouTube. YouTube is amazing. I was talking to wifey earlier, right? And she was talking about she want to get a Kindle, and I was like, a Kindle. I was like, I can't even think of like the last time like I actually indulged into a book. Although I got a library full of books, but it's like in these days and times, like YouTube is everything.
Mm.
Like
YouTube
if you
scholars.
if YouTube, bruh, YouTube University, YouTube University.
YouTube
If you
graduate, huh?
nigga, I can I can rebuild the motor in my BMW from scratch on YouTube. On you,
Yeah.
no cap. As the youngins say, no cap. No cap.
Yeah.
And I get, but the motor go out in my refrigerator. I turn that bitch around, pull up YouTube, get the parts, and fix it. Now, will I do it? No, I'm gonna pay somebody to do it. But I'm just saying, I can't with YouTube.
Oh, you will if you need to, but you,
Oh yeah.
I got,
Oh,
I
that's
got you.
that's that's my daddy all day long. All day long. He gonna fix whatever it is. Now he'll pay some people, you know what I'm saying, along the way, but he gonna try it first.
Yeah.
And if he can pull it off, yeah, ain't no need to pay Pablo and all that. No. I got it. Let me just go get these materials.
Let me cook up.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and that's it. But yeah, we gonna go ahead and transition into this word that I got. And like I told you earlier offline, I've been thinking on this all day. Like, how
Wait. Come on. You still ain't answered the question,
what
man.
question? What question?
Parlay question before you jump into the next.
Oh, about Shador
Where is Shador? And if you had to put it on a parlay,
and a parlay
where they?
as the where they will be drafted. Oh man, who
There's
I
no right or
would
wrong answer,
I
man.
would need to know the teams.
Hey, who's picked first in top five?
Man, um, to be honest, off the top of the dome, knowing that, excuse me, knowing that the Giants, probably the Giants, the Jags, and the Raiders are going to be top three probably at this point. All three of those teams. Well, I'm not gonna say all three because the Jags got what's that boy name? Sunshine.
Oh, this is nice. No sleep, bro. I know. You nice though.
But well, the Jags have a quarterback. But the Giants and the Raiders are looking for that next Troy Aikman in a sense. As a Cowboys fan, they looking for that Troy Aikman,
Oh man,
and
got me.
more.
Cowboy lands. Oh gosh. Woo. Go ahead,
We not even gonna go down that road.
brother.
We're not, because I know you are. We gonna say Redskins because what is a commander? What is a commander? We the
I
Redskins,
stand hold true to that. I'm a
but
red. I will never convert
I'm just,
this
I'm
because
just saying,
I'm
y'all
the
y'all
squad.
having y'all
This
having a great season.
squad that come
Y'all
with
ha-
it, the
y'all ha-
motif come with it. I represent that, so I'm a Redskins fan. Go
you're having a great season,
ahead.
but my Cowboys put a L in your column. That's all I'm gonna say on that. But back to the question. I'm Shador is probably going number one. There's
So you
it's no.
money. We had to do a parlay.
Yeah,
George going number one to the Giants.
probably going number one to the Giants.
Where's Hunter going?
Mm, probably between 4 and 5 because I think the teams that are going to be those top three teams are going to be looking for quarterbacks. So it's probably going to be Shador, Cam, and old boy from Texas. I think Ewers. So I think those top three is going to be quarterbacks.
I don't know, man. You got to shuffle in. You might have to shuffle in the O line, somebody in there, somebody. I don't know, man. I mean, the dude boy from Texas had a good season, but
Yeah,
now
yeah.
That Manning boy is serious. Don't let him get loose.
I mean
His, I'm
it's in his
excited.
genes.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
in his genes.
I'm excited. And I know you're gonna put a lot of parlay on that, so I'm excited to see down the road.
If it if it comes up,
Yeah.
I'll toss a little bread up in there. I'll
Oh, you
toss a little
will.
something up in
Trust
there.
me. When you see this boy, yeah, man.
I might
Yeah.
I might toss a little something in
So
there, man.
I like that. So you say Shador number one, Hunter is either 4 or 5. You
Yeah,
putting that in
just based on the needs of
these
these
teams.
teams that are going to be at the top. Unfortunately, the worst teams pick first. And although I mean Travis Hunter is a game changer, it's like how does that translate to the NFL? You know what I'm saying? How what is he going to do? That now
I say
that's a,
you let him dominate, shut down this one side of the field, and then you have 15 and 20 plays on offense for him.
so then
Because you got NFL, you don't play that many snaps for number one. You don't.
so what
You
about this?
don't
Let me
as in college. So you
and
got
let me throw this out there. Let me throw this out there. So, do you think he should just strictly play one side of the ball? And let me caveat: if he does play both sides of the ball, are you putting together predictable packages? Because on the NFL, you know what I'm saying, these niggas on another level with the thinking. And, if you put Travis Hunter in a game, it's you know what I'm saying, niggas already like, okay, this nigga about to get the ball type shit. So like,
Okay, so you
how would
know,
you cap that out?
let me put you in an old school term, decoy.
Okay, okay.
Like I say, 15 to 20 packages. You gonna hit at least half.
Hey,
You a
I
good
had,
team. Man,
I had to, I had to throw that out there because I know somebody else was out there thinking it. So
numbers,
when they see this,
when you numbers guy, you kind of play. You know, we'll get there, but you start to see like, okay, you know.
yeah, yeah. Because and that was one thing that I didn't like that that Pittsburgh was doing with Justin Fields. Like, bruh, you put insert Justin Fields into the game, like it's automatic. Like, okay, we locked in on the run. He gonna run the ball. Like, let that man throw the ball. Like he done won you games. It ain't like he can't throw the ball.
I'm proud of that kid, man.
You know what I'm saying?
What he endured in Chicago and that shitty organization.
I was happy that he got out there
He,
with Mike
he can
Tomlin.
really play, man. He showed it in Pittsburgh, and I'm glad he got to show that he can play.
Happy he got out there with Mike Tomlin.
Let my boy cook. So I'm salute to Justin Fields. Keep
Oh,
cooking. Look
most definitely.
um,
Keep
I,
doing your thing, young man.
I'm coming
Cause
in, and Mike Tomlin played it smart and a peep game. I respect the homie how you played it. That's grown man. That's grown man
hey,
moves right there.
Mike Tomlin, hometown boy.
Smart guy. Man.
Yeah, Mike SVA right there.
Smart guy. How he played that. We know he sat wrestle for a reason. Let that man get his 6 games in so that he can qualify.
Con- contract. Contracts.
So they have full control. If people want to trade for him, they have full control.
Yeah, yeah.
That's smart. But he had to make sure for him to qualify, he had to start in 6 games.
Contract
Little
purposes.
gem, man.
Hey, yeah. Cause a lot of folks don't know that.
Man.
A lot of folks don't know that little behind the scenes work.
That's a chess move, man. That's a checkmate. So I
Mm,
respect.
mm.
I'm not mad, but Justin showed he can play, and he can be dominant in his league. So
Oh yeah, it's systems, bro.
you
System,
just
like,
sit behind Russell and learn. I mean, it's not that
and
wrong
it
with that.
and it is nothing wrong with that because a lot of great quarterbacks have sat behind greater quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Look, Jordan Love, Jordan Love sat behind Aaron Rodgers for what, 4 or 5 years?
Behind Brad Favre. So
You know what I'm saying? And Rodgers was behind Favre. Like, you know what I'm saying? It worked like that. It's a part of the game.
So,
You know what I'm
they
saying?
have
You
a
learn. And,
here in Green Bay, so I dig it.
yeah.
It worked.
If Jordan Love could stay healthy,
Yeah, problem.
he tore my Cowboys up last year in the playoffs. Like he
Who
just
don't tear y'all up, man, in the playoffs, man?
all
Come
right, bro. Ain't it? I didn't ask you that. I
on.
didn't ask you that.
You should
I'm just
run these
saying.
Roger clips of tearing y'all asses up in the playoffs.
See,
But we ain't,
I
you know,
didn't even ask you.
this
I
week we
just
just starting off,
we were
but
talking about Jordan Love.
clips, we're gonna start running
Hey, what?
clips, we're gonna start putting scholarship to the top so we know it's real. So
You know what? You
it's
know what? And
gonna be beautiful.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
have the Redskins officially made it into the playoffs yet?
We have a great opportunity to do
Oh,
that.
you nigga,
So,
you
man,
sound like a CEO over there trying to
I'll show you, man.
avoid a lawsuit.
Vegas pick us. We're glad.
Hey, well, Vegas actually has the Lions and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. That's what the script says. That's what the script
Got to
says.
follow the script, brother.
The script says
Script.
Yeah, the script. It says the Lions and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, and Patty Mahomes goes for the 3P. That's what the script say.
Does this feel like a forced Tom Brady vibe, like where he just forced this superheroism and he's the golden boy, the golden ticket? Like, do you feel that that's
Somebody
what
got
the role
to be.
is?
Who? But when you think about it, okay, who else in the NFL are they going to choose? Who are they going to choose? He's biracial.
What's wrong with Lamar?
Who? What?
You about to be a 3-time MVP. What's wrong with Lamar?
He's a nigga.
What's wrong with Josh Allen? I mean, it's a plethora.
Ja, ja,
You can let
okay,
you can let Aaron Rodgers get his last hurrah like y'all
no,
do.
no,
Hey,
no, no.
what?
Hey,
He
hey,
did it for Peyton.
no, no, no. I'm talking from the talking from a scripted level. A Rod washed. He's washed. He
I
is.
think his political views kind of just dismantle
That's
his run. So
what
yeah,
I'm saying. It's a lot. It's not just
and he
football.
does shrooms, so that even make it
It's
worse.
not just
My
football.
man
And of course,
meditating, bro, complete dark. So
you
doing
can,
so.
yeah, you can,
Yeah.
and you can vouch for Lamar, but they they Baltimore had Ray Lewis, so it's like, eh, is it time to shift
So let me ask you,
back?
bro. If I ask you right now, you ask some kids, who's the most popular Raven right now? You think they're gonna say Lamar or Ray Lewis?
They're gonna say Lamar because that's who they know.
So that's
But it
that's
doesn't matter
all
what the
that
kids say.
matters right now, bro.
It doesn't matter what the kids say.
But that's just all that matters. I mean, he's relevant. No, not to Ray. Ray's the goat of Baltimore. But I'm just saying, right now, we asking kids, they're not gonna say nothing about Ray Lewis, man.
Nah, because I mean they don't. That's just like, oh, that's just you
Kind
can
of our time,
just like
you
that's
know.
just like asking who's the goat between Jordan or LeBron.
Oh, I'm so tired of that debate,
we
man.
we
And
might have to
like,
say that for another one.
man, look, I'm gonna step out on a limb and just say, you know,
Who? What? What'd you say?
it's kind of hard. Like I'm gonna say this. Like it's kind of hard to really say because
It is tough.
we we don't talk about Kobe,
That's my dog. I'm
and
a Mamba
I think
fan.
it's disrespectful not to even this um to have him not even in that discussion. To me, um, he probably just as good or better than Jordan. If you look side by side, you can put tapes and side by side, damn near the same player. I think Kobe was more skilled. Um, Jordan is more freakish, but Kobe is definitely more skilled, more willed. Um, and I think that's why he wore the 2-4. I think that's why he switched from the 8 to the 2-4.
Oh,
To
yeah,
let us know.
I know for a fact that's why he went
Knew
too
he
far.
knew he humbly knew. I think he humbly knew that he was better than Jordan at a certain point. So
But
LeBron's
when
LeBron's different. LeBron's been dominant straight out of high school. We haven't seen nothing like that, so it's different. Shout out to him and his journey, all the records he broke. He's a goat in his own right. I think all these guys are goats in their own right. It's hard to just say one
it
because
is
Alabama's my goat. He's from Virginia. I relate more to him than I will relate more to Jordan.
exactly,
That's my goal. I had Iverson on my wall. If you remember, like
Lord,
I,
my mic was.
I that big one, so um, that was my guy.
I don't know how long my
Still
mic was off, but
love Jordan, but um,
oh yeah, yeah, of course, of course.
um, I'm just saying, like I just really hate that GOAT debate because everybody's gonna have their own opinions. It's really hard to say just one. Because there's a lot of players that didn't make it to the league that are probably better than Jordan. But we'll never know. So,
bruh.
and then,
That I feel like we can have a whole
well, we'll be here all night talking about that. So,
yeah, yeah. I think we'll have to set some aside for that because I got a whole just a whole thought
we got
process, bruh,
a
on
good talk segment, like a real men talk, like real serious critical thinking segment on that.
I'm a I'm I'm gonna throw this out here before I jump into my piece, and I'm gonna leave this just kind of open ended for us to tail it back and finish it up. But you you was nasty on the court. Like niggas don't really know y'all niggas don't really know how nasty this nigga was on the court. Let me let me add to that. How different would life as a hooper would have been had you had the NIL opportunities that these boys have today? Don't answer now. Just ponder on that, and I'm gonna let that simmer. Not, and then let me add a little caveat, and then I'll transition. Not just you, cause I know it. I know it was niggas in your district
Uh,
that was not that was either right there with you, or it was a couple niggas above you as far as this
I
the
know a few,
skill
man.
set.
I know. I can. Look, I'm ready for that conversation.
How different would it have been to have the opportunities that these kids have now? Mikey Williams, you know what I'm saying? These young boys in high school making millions, but niggas in the back in the day that had the same skill set, like yeah, yeah, it's that's we'll save that for a later convo.
All right, segment. I got the, hey, I got the heat. Man, hey, I got ammo for that one, man. I'm ready.
Yeah. What? Ooh.
But hey, you know, you wasn't no slouch either, man. You took it further. So
I I played some D
took
two
it to that
ball. I did. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? I be thinking about the same thing. It's like, how would we have approached the game if we had those opportunities? We know we gonna
You
because
say,
we gonna get sidetracked.
how would our parents approach the game?
That too.
Our
That
parents
too.
played a part just as much as
That too.
you know.
Yeah.
That's a real conversation too. So, um,
Most definitely.
uh,
Most definitely.
you know,
Because I don't you don't hear too many people talking about that.
nah, but
But
yeah, a lot of
we
parents get their
got it.
kids in the league
Yeah.
through persistence and consistency, and by any means necessary. So, there's other parents that just don't or lean on other people to do it. So,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
or believe in the American dream um,
The
program.
American dream.
Grab yourself
Ah,
by the
ah,
bootstraps.
ah,
Yeah, get out the mud, bro.
the American
That
dream.
that spell that we're all under, right? Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
Hey,
that's your shit, bro.
yeah.
That I ain't even gonna touch that.
I'll
That's
get
your shit.
on real quick.
That's your shit.
I'll come out with a jewel, but
That's your shit. I ain't touching that. I ain't touching that. Nigga talking American dream. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
yeah, that program.
Uh-uh.
But yeah, um, so. Let's get into your segment.
Man, let's talk.
Get into it.
So I offline or not even offline. The other day when we did our little impromptu. So I told you I had a little heart to heart with wifey on Christmas Eve, and I came to the conclusion that what was holding me back from getting to the next level is that I had to stop acting like a bitch. Yeah, I said it, and then it was like, wait a minute, because things were being said, and it's like it was compiling, and I was like, I gotta stop acting like a bitch. That's that's point blank. Period.
You okay? So what do you mean by
I'm
when
a,
did
I'm gonna
you
get
learn
there.
that?
I'm gonna get there. Now, I hate being called a bitch, which I'm sure a lot of people do. But when you come to the realization that you acting like a bitch and you not doing what you can do based on you acting like a bitch, it's it's tough. It's the hard cold truth. And I'm not for those who are like, oh, he must be talking about me. No, I'm not singling nobody out because really I'm talking about myself, but I know people will resonate with it. But as a whole, you gotta leave bitch mode in 2024. You got to. So in 2025, Go Raj Talk, me, Cuzzo, we all about execution. And with you executing, you don't have time to be in bitch mode. You don't have time to be acting like a bitch because it's only going to deter you from getting where you want to go. And we already got plans for where we going. So all you got to do is take heed, and, and that's that. Execute, 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 execute. That's it. Stop acting like a bitch and execute. Is There's people out there right now that will watch this, sitting on talents, gifts, anything valuable, but that bitch in them is like, I can't do it. What, nigga? We said we was gonna do this podcast, right? It took us some time, but we here. Eliminated the what they said back in the day, that bitch assness. the back on that Diddy shit. No Diddy, no Diddy, no Diddy. But you have to leave that bitch mode in 2024 because 2025 is all about execution. And if you rocking with us, you ain't gonna have time to be acting like a bitch because we ain't standing for it. You won't be a part of this. You not gonna be able to vibrate with us on that frequency, acting like a bitch. It ain't gonna happen. And I'm a drop this bar real quick. I'm gonna drop this bar. You acting like a bitch takes the least amount of effort and it reaps the worst type of results.
Mm.
I'm gonna run that back for you. Acting like a bitch takes the least amount of effort, but reaps the worst type of results. So why do it?
Mm.
If you come to that realization like I did, you know what I'm saying? And I know it probably stings because it damn sure stung me when I came to that realization, like, hey, like, bro, I'm really out here acting like a bitch when I could be doing more. You know what I'm saying? And it took that conversation, which I'm glad that I had, and I was able to come to that realization. But sometimes these are the conversations that I need to be had. Like I said a few moments ago, you sitting on talents, gifts, any kind of value that you have to give. But that little tweak of bitch mode is holding you back.
Mm.
And when you come to that realization, you acting like a bitch is not your truth.
Mm.
That's a bar too. That went over some people's head. That you acting like a bitch is not your truth.
Mm.
The truth of the matter is that you're great. You got a lot to give,
Mm.
but you acting like a bitch. You going rocking with us and Go Rise Talk and going forward. You gotta get that bitch out your system.
So I got a question, right? Is there a
Talk
difference
to
between acting like a bitch and acting like a bitch ass nigga?
me. Mm. Honestly, if you got any kind of bitch in your system, it's all the same. And I say that because, and I'm not talking in a sense of somebody getting mad and you know what I'm saying, calling you a bitch. No, 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 no. When you realize that you have been acting like a bitch, or there's some kind of bitch mode in you because you're not where you want to be, and really, it's just it's fear to say the least, and to not continue to say bitch, but it is fear. But at the same time, it's like, what are we fearful of? We focus so much on the things that could go wrong in a situation instead of focusing on what could go right. Like we,
Hey,
like I said, we talked about this
let me
for.
drop a card real
Oh
quick.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So,
Go get handle business.
the universe is all mental. The universe is all mental. We are all here to create something and to learn and create. It's impossible to not be creative. And it's impossible not to learn. We all have that tool, the palm of our hands. We have the first quantum computer. Don't let that go over your head too. To process,
That's a bar. Run that back. Run that back, B. Tell him again.
we
Tell him again.
have the first quantum computer as a tool.
Y'all better hear that, man.
So to create, come out, like we can think of anything out of thin air and create, manifest it, and bring it to the physical. So we all have that within us, and that's why I said the universal is all mental. You know, what you think is what your perception is going to be your reality. You know, as a man thinketh, so he beeth. It's a true statement. So however you feel about yourself, whatever frequency you give off, whatever energy, that's going to propel right back to you your your reality, and you got to live in it. So you change your mind and create a whole different reality, a different world, and that's a beautiful thing. We all have that choice. You know? So,
That decision. You got to make the decision.
yep, you got to make that choice. But that's within you. And there's no time to go when. That's on you. You know, when your time is ready, when you're ready. Not but when you're ready, it will happen.
But
Organic.
let's let's kind of pivot from that piece that you said, like when you're ready. Like let's talk about like our relationship and how we we came back together and the game changed. Talk to us about that from your perspective.
Well, I just think that you ask a lot of questions. You're very inquisitive at a certain point in your life because you started to look around and ask a lot of questions. I feel like we've all been there. We start to look. We've been working hard. We've been doing the right thing. We probably been fasting or praying or something. Um, Probably going to doing more church stuff or religious things, praying harder. Worshiping. And we all been there
Yeah.
trying to find it. Um, and I don't knock that. I don't knock that process. It's what we all been taught to do. But at some point, you gotta take it to another level and become a more advanced being and understand who you are and understand that you are a walking universe. You have all the tools and power within you. So when you start asking questions, you start looking around, the answers will find you.
The
So I think
answers will find you.
I think I went through a lot of stages through my life first, and I think you kind of saw certain things you probably question it, and then you kind of like hit it off and you ran off with it. Um, you change your mindset. You started meditating. You started to go within. You started to believe in yourself. You started to realize the true powers within that you have to create and design whatever you want, no matter where you are, and no matter your age, where you are in life, what type of job you have, what type of status you have. Doesn't matter. It's all about what you can create, what you can do with your mind. So I think that's kind of where that relationship sparked back up, and just having a lot of similarities in life, and being at a certain point in life, and understanding that I've been where you at, so I
Yeah,
understand, and
yeah, yeah.
I'm just glad to see the progress. But then you, brother, and it's a beautiful thing, and keep going, keep advancing, keep learning. Because I'm a firm believer, you're not living unless you learn something new every day. It's not
Man,
kind of die off when you're not learning anything new. You kind of slowly die away.
today
But if you learn,
was a day.
you
Not to cut you off, but today was a day. You
yeah,
talking about learning something
yeah.
new? Man,
Tell me,
sidebar.
get up.
I was put in a position at work today, um, to where it was something had to get done, and it was like, who gonna do it? Like, and everybody looking around. It's like, well, Cam, you the smartest nigga in the room right now, so what we gonna do? And it was one of them things that I I was the smartest nigga in the room, but I didn't have the knowledge for what needed to be done. So it was like, we gonna have to figure this out together. You know what I'm saying? And everything ended up working out because it was like, okay, if I didn't know something, somebody knew a little bit about this, and then vice versa. So, all right, let's do this and do the, and what I'm saying, we worked through it. But to go back to your main point, learning something new every day. And that was my piece. And I felt good about that. Like I felt like I was like, yo,
Hey, I think what we lack is gratitude out today because we we learn we go through things and we learn a lot about ourselves every day, whether we're conscious of it or not. So you know you gotta be very aware of what you program in your subconscious because your subconscious doesn't know what's real or fake.
oh man, that's it. I feel
That's
like that
right.
that's a whole I feel like we
Yeah.
could just do a whole
But
segment on that
we're warming up.
alone.
We just starting up with it, so we got the breadcrumbs coming out right now. So
Yeah, yeah,
um,
yeah, yeah.
that's just some I see. And funny story, man. Uh, when you really want something and you really work hard and you put your mind to it, you can definitely achieve it. I just remember you coming to visit me that summer. We had like
Oh, the basketball camp week.
can't can't
Tell the people about that. Tell the people about that.
before you came, you was an okay basketball player. Uh, you was striving. Every chance you got, you tried to show me up, but
Yeah.
I had to teach
You you
shit.
was big cuzzo. You was big cuzzo.
I,
I mean you
I,
still big cuzzo, but yeah, yeah, yeah,
um, and felt the ass. So, but
yeah,
you,
yeah.
I can see like in your head, you refuse. You was like, nah, I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. So you came to camp, man. And when I say I never seen somebody get better in 1 week of basketball than I've seen with you and become a champion and lead his team to the championship. And man, that was a beautiful thing, man. And you became a better basketball player. You turned up after that week, man. And I just seen your determination because in your head, you didn't let nothing stop you from being great, being first in drills, or taking that game winning shot, man. I can just see you.
Man.
And that inspired me to turn my game up, and win the championship, go undefeated as well. So um, we both became in
I'm about to
ninth.
say, yeah, we were both camp champions that week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, man. So that was dope experience. But
Man, I
go to show
we
just saying that just show you how powerful the mind is. Like when you,
do you have sidebar, do you have that picture?
yeah, I do, yeah, I do. So I'll send it to you.
Yes, yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but that just goes to show you again. It's about here, and when this is locked in to focus on what you want to create, you know, that, that things can be beautiful, man. I'm telling you, it's all
Man,
here.
let
Nothing
me let me
going on in life, man. I'm telling you, here, man.
let
You
me
can't, you
let me
can't get.
ask you this. Let me ask you this. Where do you think I think we can probably segue into, saying ending this one off of this. Where do you think we could have gone with the knowledge that we have now back when we was at that camp?
Man, definitely D1 full ride.
Like knowing what
Yeah,
we could manifest at that age,
easily. But I was going to church, praying, um, singing in the choir, worshiping.
we all were.
So yeah, um, um, but I'm not knocking that again. Whatever works for you, but yeah, that's what we turn to that for the answers to our dreams and aspirations. But little did we know there was definitely a, a more natural way. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah,
with our natural nature of doing things spiritually. Um, because if we want to keep it a being, religion is not has nothing to do with spirituality. And I feel like we're all natural spiritual beings. So when you incorporate some spirit worshiping and stuff like that, and the music, the tones and the frequencies and the vibrations hit something in us because we're all natural spiritual. We're all naturally spiritual beings by nature. So
yeah, yeah, yeah,
you know, So of course we're gonna tend to something like that, but um, I think all of that, those things are all within us. Even the Bible says, all those things are within us. So I'm rocking with that, and I respect everything else just through my life experiences and my trials and tribulations. I just feel as though you know, that's what's working. That makes more sense. It's more something that you can easily work with because it's your nature.
yeah,
Uh, and it's just something you just gotta tap into if you choose to. Um, but then again, whatever gets you there, gets you there. I'm not knocking none of that stuff, man. But I'm just sharing a different uh, roadmap to get there.
and that's that's one thing that y'all have to be when listening to us is open minded because we do have a different perspective on life. There's certain things that we practice are not the norm. It's not. You know what I'm saying? Cuzzo put me on to some stuff, what, a couple months ago during the summertime. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And changed the whole landscape of how I operate on a day to day basis. You know what I'm saying? And seen the shift. And I was like, why did it like why it take so long for me to realize this? Hey,
You know what's crazy? But
it was
then
the
the
time.
something just a couple weeks ago and that aligned for you at your job. That was crazy how
Oh
it turned out.
man.
But I just feel like because you were doing the practice that you were doing aligned you, and nothing could stop that. Nothing at all.
Nothing.
And I just thought that was beautiful. To see that it does what I showed you in the practices that it does work. It's a real thing. It's not a joke. The
Yeah.
way that it's aligned, if you hear his story, if he ever wants to tell it, it's crazy as fuck. And um,
We'll we'll
practice
we'll,
and
we'll
how
get to that a couple episodes in. A couple episodes in,
it,
I'll tell about it. But yeah, yeah. Like like now, like I can't. It's almost like I can't go to sleep without listening to some type of frequency. Yeah, I even got the kids on it now. Like they falling asleep to the yeah, the frequency.
hey, you
Yeah.
ever had Derek throw a temper tantrum and you throw the frequency on and it stops?
Uh no, I've never tried
Right.
that.
Your
I,
house gets
I
chaotic, just throw that shit on and just sit back and watch.
you know what? I'm gonna try that.
Don't
Next
say
next
nothing, don't yell, don't tell them to stop. Let them do what they doing, as chaotic as it is, and just throw some frequency on.
man. Yeah, cuz
That's,
I never even thought about that.
yeah, experiment with your frequency, brother. See what happens.
Yeah, damn, you just hit me with a curveball there. Cause I mean that I I it's just like it's in tune to me. Like to, saying when you going to sleep and, programming the subconscious to do it then. But like outside of that, it never, transpired to be like, hey, insert it here. But I'm gonna try that because usually yeah. As a parent and for my parents out there, especially when you got toddlers like I do, it get crazy sometimes. It get crazy, and you don't be thinking that, oh, let me throw in a frequency. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you can be like, all right, sit your little eyes down. That's enough. All right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, well, I'm gonna try that. Y'all stay tuned for that
Hey,
result.
shit's in your house, man. Just let me know, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me know,
Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
man.
Most definitely. I'm gonna try that.
Yeah, man. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I think this was a solid first episode. I think we got a lot packed up in here. Um, you got any last words before we close out?
Um, hope everybody had a good holiday. Uh,
Oh
however,
yeah, yeah, most definitely,
however you choose
most
to
definitely.
celebrate it, I'm rocking with it. I love it. And and just you know, keep peace, love, and light. Just keep the vibes high. Um,
Keep the
I look forward
vibes
to
high.
more episodes and more greatness from this, and seeing this grow and seeing this take off and prosper. It's gonna be a beautiful thing, and I'm gonna enjoy this ride, man. It's gonna be beautiful. So I'm excited.
Man,
Uh, so let's
I'm
keep rocking, brother, and
I'm excited for what's to come.
yeah,
Like it and not to get too deep because we about to close out, but just to to see this, to look into the camera, to see this. You know what I'm saying? We talked about this for the longest, man. And for us now, this is the first official piece, but now, what I'm saying, we got two pieces, and for us to continue to keep building. Like, nigga, you know how many people I done ran this by that just tossed the idea out the window. And that's another thing. I'm gonna touch on that before we close out. You gotta find the right people for what you want to do. I don't care if you out here making hats, selling clothes, trading, affiliate market. It don't matter what you doing. You really just have to align with the people that align with you and get it done. Cause I was throwing ideas out to niggas that won't aligning with me. Yeah, they your boys. Yeah, y'all cool. But them niggas won't aligning with me. Not my mic off. But these niggas want aligning with me. And I see that more now as I'm progressing, I'm doing certain things, and it's just like, bro, y'all niggas ain't on the same frequency. Y'all niggas don't want what I want, or they want what you want, but these niggas ain't trying to work for it. And I don't even look at this as work. It's some time, but on the flip side, it's like how else you gonna spend your time? You know what I'm saying? We up. It's 3 in the morning right now, and we recording. You know what I'm saying? We putting in this work. We're putting in the work, but it don't feel like work. Cause nigga, this shit we do all the time. Like we just talking, like we usually do. And like when we got in sync, well, you said we was always in sync. It was just a matter of time. That
Yeah, that,
that's Cuzzo talk.
that
Cuzzo said we was always in line. It was just we was always in sync. It was just a matter of time for me to catch up with everything, and here we are. You know what I'm saying? And I seen as our conversation grew, like it was other conversations that just fell to the wayside, and it was needed. And it's like, and because I tell wifey, it's just like I don't feel no need to talk to them niggas. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas feel like they gotta check up on me, and nigga, I'm good. We don't have nothing to talk about. Like if you, we can talk sports all day, but nigga, if we not talking parlays, who you betting on, it's a different kind of conversation. I'm not. I'm not just finna sit here and talk about how bad the Cowboys are. Okay,
don't give a
nigga.
shit.
I don't.
Did I hit?
Jerry Jones doesn't pay
That's
me.
early. Did I hit the parlay? That's all I want to know.
I'm Matter of fact, hell, I was betting against the Cowboys at one point.
That's
Nigga,
a good. That's a good thing, man.
when
Come on, take
you
them
look at,
emotions out of it. You
and
know,
that's what
like
it is. Nigga, I know that the goddamn Cowboys can't stop a runny nose and or nosebleed if it happens. Uh, any running back that steps on the field against them, I'm betting over. And that panned out for me until I found how can I put it? I forgot what they call them, a sports book or whatever, to where I can start betting money lines. Now, you know what I'm saying, I'm betting over and unders or who gonna win games. Now that that South Carolina can do that, because South Carolina they was on some bitch shit for a long time with that. But you know what I'm saying. But back to the main point, and I said that in our little impromptu the other day. If you aren't talking money, if you not talking progression, if you're not talking about something that we can execute, we have nothing to talk about. Nothing. So I don't care who you are outside of my parents, because I gotta talk to my parents. But outside of that, wifey and the kids and Cuzzo, we don't have nothing to talk about. Or then my brother, of course, because we getting him along on the journey. He just taking his sweet time. But outside of that, like the circle is tight, and I need y'all to realize that that's what it takes. You gotta have that tight circle.
gotta have foundation standing,
Got
man.
to. And then on top of that, not everybody is gonna agree with what you're doing.
And that's okay.
And that is okay. It's okay, you know what I'm saying, to agree to disagree. But what we building here is the foundation of you. Be gonna give you all the pieces that you need for you. That that spiritual insight, that mental insight for you. And then I'm gonna just capitalize with the money piece. Cause it's all in alignment. I told wifey this a couple weeks ago. I said it all aligns. I said when I feel good, I'm out here working out 4 times a week. My mental is good because I see the progress, and then money is coming. Everything is aligning. I said it's only a matter of time before this alignment, exponential growth, and and that's when it's like, oh, niggas turn into an overnight success. No, nigga, you don't know what came behind this.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn. Damn.
And it niggas talk that cliche shit, but nigga, that's real. You don't know what came behind this.
Mm.
You you just seen the exponential piece, but we've been working on this for a long time. A long time. But like I said, that main piece, keep your circle tight. As you get older, and as you grow with us, you will start to see like, okay, it's certain individuals that just they ain't with it. They not going where you going. No matter how much, I can't tell you how many times I done told niggas to get into trading, to get into stocks. You know what I'm saying? But niggas want to talk about irrelevant shit. Like we in a group chat. Everybody got their group chats. You know what I'm saying? But at some point, you gotta find some motion. You gotta shift the conversation. It's like, okay, what are we doing? Because nigga, most of us are parents. We got kids. And then, in my case, you know what I'm saying? I got a wifey, you know what I'm saying? Or if you have a significant other, or whatnot, that changes the ball game too. So it's like, what are you doing? Like, nigga, we can't be on this lower tier for our whole life. We got to elevate. We we gotta go to that next level because it's like, okay, what are you what are your kids seeing? That's that's a whole nother segment right there. The kids.
Mm.
Cause you think about, cause you can probably, what I'm saying, attest to this as the how you grew up.
Mm.
And I mean, I ain't gonna get too personal for you, but what I'm saying, in my sense, I'm saying I had, you know, stepmoms, and my mom wasn't really there. And I had to, when I spun the block many years later, going back to 2022, to be honest, you know what I'm saying? I had that sit down with my dukes. You know what I'm saying? And those things play a part. But I ain't gonna get too hot and heavy into that. That's a whole nother segment. That's a whole nother, because niggas don't understand how those things really affect them. And I ain't no therapist. I just know what it did to me,
Just you just talking, being real.
and
I think
yeah, 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 and how
we
I
all
embraced it.
share those experiences, you know.
Exactly.
So
And
yeah.
we will get there. We will get there. But we're gonna close this one out. Yeah, it's been a good one. It's been a good first one. Um, I gotta chop and screw this up. I'm gonna
Hey,
figure out some
look it
type of
up.
way.
Yeah.
Uh, but B, I'm about to hit you on the FaceTime so we have a little power after this. But good people, get your money, stay out the way. Peace.
Peace.